Kumusta? Hey, it's me, Kuya Yoji. Thanks for watching. I'm outside today. Supposed to be end of June in Japan. Supposed to be raining every day. But today is such a beautiful weather, so I came out. Yeah, like this is surprising, you know. Well, today I want to talk about 5 common questions I always got asked, or let's say foreigner always got asked in Philippines. Let's talk about this today because you know, as a local, maybe you may not realize it, but foreigner always got those common questions. You know, which is okay, just which is good. You know, just wanna tell you like what kind of question foreigner always got, or I always got. You know, like during I stay in Philippines. All right, let's go. First common question I always get asked is, your wife is Filipina? That's very common questions. This is the fact that a lot of foreign guy or Japanese guy get married with Filipina. So, which is very common for local Filipino to see those international couple and the foreign guy with Filipina wife. That's why I think it's pretty normal to ask, oh, your wife is Filipina, and very understandable. Yes. And back to Japan. If I go back to Japan and if I see foreign guy living in Japan alone, would we ask your wife is Japanese? Not really common. I think Japanese are quite shy or cultural difference. We don't really ask at the beginning like your wife is Japanese. Not really. Some may, but most of people they are quite shy to ask a private question. Yeah. So yeah, when I go to Philippines, always asks, but which is very normal in Philippines. You know. Yeah. So very understandable. The second question I always get asked is, are you Korean? That's very common questions. Maybe I look like Korean. My eyes or my skin or I'm taller, probably that's why well, I have no idea, but people ask me, are you Korean? That's the number one. The second one is, are you Chinese? Then last one is, are you Japanese? I don't know, I don't look like Japanese maybe. Difficult to distinguish, yes. Once we listen the pronunciation, we can tell the Korean, the Chinese or Japanese, but you know, from the appearance, like looks like, difficult to distinguish from the appearance. That's a second question. Oh, the funny story is that I've been to Korea many times because I love to go to Korea, and one time I went to Korea. People, local Korean, asked me the direction. Hey, do you know how to get blah blah blah? I said, sorry, I'm not from here. I'm a tourist. And they said, wow, I thought you're Korean. So people, even local Korean, think I'm Korean. So very difficult to distinguish, I guess. Yeah, that's a story. The second question is, are you Korean? The third question I always get asked is, hey, how come your English is so good? A lot of people ask me that kind of questions. You know, people don't expect Japanese to speak good English. That's why Filipino always ask me, hey, how come your English blah blah blah? And Filipinos, of course, speak Tagalog and English, and those are mother tongue. So Philippines are one of the best English-speaking country in Asia. And Japan is still quite behind in terms of English speaking. That's why people ask me. So I have to explain I live in the States or blah blah blah. Yeah, that's a quite common question to me. The fourth question I always get asked is kind of similar to third question about language. The fourth question is, do you speak Tagalog? That's quite common questions. As you know, Filipino always ask a foreigner, hey, if you speak Tagalog, if foreigner living in Philippines for a long time. But unfortunately, I don't speak Tagalog yet. I wish I could study. Yeah, I could speak. Well, maybe when I go back to Philippines, I try to study. However, English is okay enough to live. But if you want to get closer, if you want to know more about Philippine or local Philippine culture, local Filipino people, how they think about, I think must speak Tagalog. The fifth question I always get asked is, do you like Philippines? Yes. A lot of people ask me, do you like Philippines? You know, people just wonder if you, the foreigner, like my country or not. And I think I would ask the same question if I were in Japan and met foreign guys living in Japan. Yeah, so this is very common question. Yeah, these 5 questions. The first one, your wife is Filipina. The second, are you Korean? The third question is like, how come you speak English well? The fourth question is, do you speak Tagalog? The fifth question is like, do you like Philippines? I think a lot of foreign guys or a lot of Asian guys have a similar experience as mine, I guess. And I just wonder if Japanese meet foreign guys, like foreign friends of foreign people in Japan, how would they ask? I just wonder, you know. Well, thank you for watching my video, and I will upload another one sometime soon. Thank you. Bye.